Next up, we have, this is Ceschi. Everybody get into a place that they like being and want to view and listen.
Yes.
Ceschi is a friend of mine. We are friends. Give it up for Ceschi!
Yeah, if you guys, some of you guys wouldn't mind coming a little closer.
I can come closer.
Oh.
Wait, no, don't.
No,
back,
wait, go back.
Yeah, I think that would
Everybody, come on, you all know. Go
Yeah, I'll go over here.
Go up closer to Ceschi. There you go.
Sorry,
Good job.
Chester.
Come on, you've all been to shows.
Backwards? Yeah.
Thanks to Alyssa, who kicked off the night with an amazing set. I don't know, some of you guys caught that. That was an inspiring set. 23 Ensemble, we heard it from outside of the door, or we watched it from outside the door, and it sounded wonderful as well. My name is Ceschi Ramos. I'm from New Haven, Connecticut. Can cry sorry till my throat bleeds, but I'll never see you again. And I can reinvent you in countless dreams, but I'll never see you again. With your faults and your eras, you were still my hero up until the bullet kissed brain. Plastic surgery could have put a glimmer back in those eyes with shards of glass, and most of us agree that the prettiest things on earth were never meant to last. Although I'm incomplete, cliches have taught me that feelings pass. I've always liked the taste of bittersweet because it reminds me of everyone's past and the way we can grow back tails when they get cut off. We'll grow back tails when they get cut off. We'll grow back what's been lost. And I'll try my best to remember the clown faces that I love as a child. Hidden behind the stillness of blue lips, I can still see a child. It's a day that can fly upon a wall, running circles for my eyes, till the petrified legs just crumble off in the light of the sun. We'll always be your sons, bearded or not, your sons, till tails fall off. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. So I've been touring most of this year, and I just got home, and it feels kind of weird. I've been home for like a month and some change now. It feels different because I'm used to coming and playing shows every night and sort of wandering around, and now I'm home still for a while. But this is a record that I've been touring. This is a record, my first record since 2010 came out this year. It's called Broken Bone Ballads, and here's a song from it. And a tidbit of information, Greg was supposed to, was almost on this song. Say something meaningful, please. It's been 3 years of stagnation, court dates and fees. Wondering if I will go free. Nothing will satisfy me. Even if I burn this whole planet down, it seems won't learn a thing. I'll die from risking. I've got friends who would rather end society, 'cause there's no way of fixing these flaws. And that's starting to make far more sense to me now, 'cause we're lazy and used to what's wrong. It's been embedded inside us since our first breaths. We're destroying the world where we live. But I'm sitting here watching a TV in bed, wondering why I lack happiness. Oh, disappointing mouth, say something more than another word about how your life's difficult now. La da da da, la da. La da da da, la da. Life is all monotony, sprinkled with some moments of unforeseen extremes. In between, more sleeping. How will the prison showers be? Will I have to punch somebody just to get clean? Will there be something for me to eat? All of us are just frightened roosters in a ring, ready to pounce and fight anything. Though none of us will ever know what freedom is, we have certainly felt lack of it. Proverbs and cliches remind me that I should learn to appreciate what I could get. But they're forcing us to live within our own shit, and I wasn't born to be a pig. Oh, disappointing mouth, hold your tongue so the cops don't come and beat the words from you singing to now. La da da da, la da. 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 On the road again. Here's an obligatory reference to Kerouac. He was eating apple pie at a diner. I'm sneezing, sleeping on a rug with cats, trying to convince myself that exposure will fend away lifelong allergies. While waking, puffy-eyed as a boxer every other day of the week. These songs are spare train signs. And the rain dripping and smudged near the freeway entrance to hit the Connecticut I-91. I've gone on the mission of a vicious dickhead god who loves to torture for fun. And I died trying to please him. This tour will never be done. I've gone from point A to point Z, from Salt Lake to Dead Sea. And I've lost faith in humanity, though I badly want to believe. While conscious rapper sample, I have a dream. I'll discuss life with Latin kings, wondering what freedom means in a cell with junkies detoxing. I could predict a shit about a critical opinion. If a CEO can make billions and the way we know is still fitting in the world, some of us rock shows to make a living. Some of us rock coke to feed our children. Some of us flat broke, and we all know that the fast food dough won't come before kids close. Back on the road, parole let me leave for a week out of prison, but I still kept the leave that they locked me for week. Kingpin to the CTPD, cause a rat told them that it was all meant for me. If Factor can finish this beat, then the album is close to complete. Forever 33, Christ nice like Henri, fake 4 till I stop breathing. It's really nice that my friend Michael Krigler's here. Thank you for coming with your daughter and how do you say your daughter's name again? Pema. Like Pema Chodron?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you guys for coming. Michael just did all the artwork for my the next release I'm involved in, which is a split 12-inch with our friend Pat the Bunny. It's coming out very soon, actually. We were just talking about how close we are. The vinyl's actually in hand at the moment, so here's the first song from my side. Don't fucking stare at me, I am not in the mood, and just saw some kid's face get mashed and bloody like it just came out the womb. These power structures are not real, but you're feeling that you're better than me because of your job. You're cleaning toilet bowls and pissing shitty steak-made boxer shorts locked up. You're no boss, you're a slave. They want us to believe that some of us are greater than others in here, but it's all distracting us from the fact that we're all lower than humans in the eyes of society. Today I stripped, squatted, and coughed like yesterday, and lifted my scrotum for cops who analyze my asshole with the shame of a shitting dog. I gathered spit between lips, but swallowed it all. I'd love to break their fucking noses, but I don't want to get sent back to level 4. I'd love to break their fucking noses, but don't want 30 more days inside this hellhole. Today I stripped, squatted, and coughed like yesterday, and lifted my scrotum for cops who analyzed my asshole with the shame of a shitting dog. I gathered spit between lips, but swallowed it all. Don't fucking play with me, I am not in the mood. And lost 35 pounds because I will not eat this food. Read 40 books, wrote 55 poems. And this one is about how I might crack your fucking head. All of my insides are rotten. Thank you. This life is a gangster, but take it all from you so fast. This world is a gangster, but fuck you then, kill you then laugh. Oh, the below frozen wind has turned bone to icicle. And I've seen such pretty faces grow blue, bloated, and cold. Miss you come springtime, when those emotions reappear, and I overanalyze every reason why you're not here. Though it's hopeless trying to fight against invincible strength, I'm a half-wit swinging punches at the visage of death. She can hold it up. No answers come. Still we must try to survive. No answers come. Still we must try to survive. No answers come. Still we must try to survive. No answers come. Still we must try to survive. I wrote a song that was inspired by my partner Amber's family. She always hates it when I when I point this out. When I was over at their house in Texas one day, there were 3 dogs, and then the next day there was only 1 left, and it was, and that whole story inspired this song. It's also kind of like a vegan anthem. We will shoot the family dog in the backyard, and then tell the kids we dropped it off down at the dairy farm. Screaming from the forest sounds like 50 babies being murdered in Italian horror films about baby murders. Pretty all-black fisher cats sing songs of rage, 'cause the world is dark and unfair and you haven't found a mate. While you cry and sink with crows at 6, I'm bored and forced to think about the cycle of life and all that bullshit. When it's quiet, I'm forced to think about myself. So I'm speaking through the silence to nobody else. Pretty black fisher cat convinced me that it will be alright. Then call my face off so I won't have to wash it tonight. Yeah, call my face off so I won't have to wear it tonight. I've become what I've hated most, too many times to count. If I can't trust myself, then I won't trust a soul. Animals biting chunks of each other's flesh all reside inside my mind before I settle down to rest. There's images of people slicing my neck, dicing my chest, and simmering my meat in fry pans for breakfast. With my dick and balls and guts ground up and stuffed into a sausage wrapper, grilled to a shade of Seattle gray, surrounded by their laughter. I can't trust myself, so I won't trust a soul. If they eat me, I will hunt them forever. Come back in virus form or parasitic worm. Intestines of all of my enemies will bleed, and they'll regret the day they ever fucked with me. We were broke and fed the hamster to the dog. We were broke again and cut the dog's tail off. Made some dog tail soup with mustard packets from 7-Eleven. Oh, little Jimmy, all dogs go to heaven. No, don't cry, Jimmy, all dogs go to heaven. Our dog was born without a tail, and a lot of people think we cut it off for soup, and it's not. It's not what happened to him. Here's a song about babies again. Every bicycle in China, there's a cryogenically frozen embryo that will wake up in a cold sweat, run around the Veterans Hospital wondering what gave birth to it. Then we'll sing the national anthem while the government rounds up zygotes in the latest titanium nets. So they will keep their baby mouths shut and suck down freedom with the other unspent imposter here. I know it in my bones, and in the way that I've never cared about American hope, and you're an anomaly just like me. So let's fuck in the street to show them what it's like to be free. We'll give birth on a highway with 50 frozen babies on all sides, curled up in their ice cube wombs, sweet closed-eyed. We'll come up with their names one by one, till every letter's used and they thawed out in the sun. Then we can sharpen swords and sync with local textile workers and sew together sinew for our injured ally warriors. Building a solidarity beneath carnivorous giants, planted or shoved spikes into the backs of sleeping tyrants. The subtleties of war are loud and so obnoxious that they can shake stem cells out of test tubes and leave the deaf unconscious. Nobody ever taught us the most valuable lesson. Now there's a tragic lack of expression on faces we've dissected. We're imposters here. I know it in my soul. I also know that we can rip through the skin of the monster's throat. I know that all our knuckles combine imposters here. I know it in my soul. I also know that we can rip through the skin of a monster's throat. I know that all our knuckles combined can break a mammoth's bones, and all these tiny teeth together can bite through stone. Yeah. Should probably wrap it up soon, right? Little Greg needs to come on. Give it up for Greg. I got a short one I'll do. Yeah. This is the last song I'm the rec. Actually, I'll do this short one. It's the last song on this record that came out called Broken Bone Ballads. I do have vinyl and CD copies here if anyone's interested. This is a song I did with my friend Sage Francis. Another year gone, stomach fatter, beard fully grown, waiting for the nothing and I'm awfully alone. Sunday went and visited your grave, put a wild rose on the Virgin Mary engraved. Mother sang a song, brother kneeled, and I just kept on wishing that the last year wasn't real. Teeth have sunk into my neck, teeth have sunk into my neck. Build us a holiday out of stones and holograms, holy relics and hummingbirds, all to fill this hollow man. I'm alright, but don't fuck with me tonight. These fists are clenched and I will fight for every breath left in this life. All the mosquitoes in Saskatoon couldn't quite suck the tough out of me yet. Although I know I'm a three-legged dog hopping and begging like Vietnam vets. These years are only appetizers, swallowed quick and wet. But I will not forget the remnants that were left. Build us a holiday out of straw and out of stick, out of gauze and out of spit, out of claws and bricks. We're alive, barely alive, but we're alive. We're alive,